Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Solar Entertainment. I'm your host Nishant Kelker, and this time we're going to be reviewing the newest Netflix movie, The Devil All the Time. And also, stick around till the end of the video for an awesome new addition to Solar Entertainment. Let's get started.
Excuse me, preacher. You got time for a sinner?
You know, I studied something. It's called the delusion. A belief that is untrue.
It is our delusion that lead us to sin. Delusions!
So, The Devil All the Time takes place in a small town in West Virginia during the post-World War II era and chronicles the lives of many individuals who encounter corruption and brutality in their very religious lives. It stars Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgard, and Sebastian Stan, among many others, in a very great cast. So one thing I really liked about The Devil All the Time is the setting and the characters, which in turn built the world of the movie. That's what I really liked. So starting off with the setting, like I said, it takes place in a small town in West Virginia, and you got a lot of small shops and small churches and small houses that feel very lived in and very real. And since it's such a small town, it's so believable that everyone all knows each other within the town itself. And moving on to the characters feel very rich and real because of the southern accents and mannerisms the actors put into them. They feel like they really embody the town that they live in. And this is all thanks to the great exposition of the movie. Whereas in some movies, the exposition kind of drags the movie down in the beginning of the movie. This movie really uses the exposition to really build the world of the movie, which I really appreciated. So one of the biggest highlights of this movie for me personally was the acting. I really think all of the actors did a really good job, and here's some standouts for me. I think Robert Pattinson did a very good job playing a very manipulative and conniving preacher, and he was his accent was very great. He was hardly recognizable, and this makes me more excited to see him as Batman, since this really hits home that he's a great actor. And Tom Holland, this is probably the best I've seen Tom Holland do in a movie that I've seen him in. And Bill Skarsgård was really great too. He doesn't have too big of a role, but I liked seeing what he did because what I've seen him in before, the only thing I've seen him in before was the It movies where he played Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And now I'm seeing him in this, and he did a great job in this. So those are three standout actors within this movie. So there's a lot of themes present in this movie, so I'm just gonna go through a little bit of them really quickly just to let you guys know what you're getting into. So first of all, family is a theme present in this movie. Family is something you have to hold close to you, and they'll always be there for you, they'll always forgive you and be there for you, but there's a lot you can learn from your family's past, the good things and the bad things, which is very important. Another theme present is religion. Religion is something very good that you should practice and believe in, but it shouldn't be used as an excuse to do bad things. That's a very powerful theme present in this movie. Another theme is abusive relationships. So this movie is not afraid to show abusive relationships within families and within couples in a very unfiltered way. And it shows how much of a damage it could do to the people within the relationship and people around those people who are in the relationship as well. And finally, my favorite theme within the movie, which I took from, is your dark past doesn't have to define you, but what does define you is what you learn from that dark past and how that helps you grow in the future. So that's prevalent within a lot of characters within the movie, and I really enjoyed that theme. So another thing I really liked about this movie was the intertwining storylines in the movie. So like I said earlier in this review, there's a lot of characters present in the movie, and the story affects them in a different way. So this movie is similar in a way to Pulp Fiction, in which there are different storylines within the movie, but differing from Pulp Fiction, the movie is told in chronological order, with these stories in chronological order. with different characters taking the spotlight. So I really like that. Also, there's a narrator in the movie, which makes it feel like a storybook, which is very awesome because the movie is also based off of a book. So that's a small little tidbit I really enjoyed in the movie. So just a little warning about this movie. It's very dark, very heavily R-rated. So if you're easily sensitive to mature themes within movies, I advise you to maybe stay away from this and be careful of who you watch it with. If this is your thing, then go ahead, by all means watch it. But this has very heavy themes and imagery, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up before you watch this movie. Okay, so now for the cool new addition to Solar Entertainment. So I usually watch movies for Solar Entertainment alone, but this time I watched it with some friends over a Netflix party. So I have invited them to give their own reviews and opinions about The Devil All the Time. So without further ado, here are my fellow movie critics.
I like the acting in The Devil All the Time, and if you're going to watch the movie, you need to look out for the performances of Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland, and Eliza Scanlen.
I was actually pleasantly surprised by The Devil All the Time. I wasn't expecting to really enjoy it that much going into it. It's not totally my type of movie, and during the start when it's jumping between the character story, I also wasn't super invested, but when it hits present day and all the plot points starting to come together, I actually found myself getting pretty into it and enjoying it a lot more than I expected to.
So overall, I really enjoyed The Devil All the Time. It's got great acting, great themes, great setting and world building, all of that combined to make a very enjoyable movie. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely watch this on Netflix. So that wraps it up for this episode of Solar Entertainment. Be sure to watch The Devil All the Time, and be sure to stick around for more streaming service movies coming your way soon. I'm Nishant, your host, signing off.